Hello, Mary Me. So today I want to discuss a topic that I'm sure more pagans than me have encountered, and my ideas for how to deal with it. What I'm talking about is well-meaning Christians and possibly from other religions that pray for your conversion and so on and so forth. Now, I have had this experience several times with people I met online, but especially right now, it's about an online friend I have. Now, like, usually I don't give out people's names in these videos. However, if you are watching, it is in no means, this video is not meant as an attack on you, but more like how I, from a pagan perspective, react to what you are doing quite well-meaningly. Now, and of course, there are those Christians that are just frothing at the mouth and claiming you're evil and that you eat babies and all of that. I mean, I met one of those ones that said that everybody who wasn't Christian and wasn't Christian in exact the same way as her sacrificed a baby each every year, which would then mean, yeah, several billion babies sacrificed each year. I don't think that add up, but that didn't seem to register. But the point is, there's also a lot of Christians who do not think that pagans are evil, but to think that um, we are being duped by the devil. That we are well-meaning and that we believe in a goddess and a god and all of those things, but that the devil has duped us. And of course, then naturally, according to their worldview, they want to save us. Because according to their worldview, unless we are Christian, and especially unless we are Christian exactly the same way that they are, we are all going to hell. And since they are usually friendly, nice people, they don't want that. And so they start praying, usually praying for us to convert to Christianity or for us to have an encounter with God or the Holy Spirit and then become Christian. So here are some of my points and my thoughts on that from my pagan perspective. One is that for me, that is actually morally wrong to do because to me, Christian prayer is a spell, it's magic. It's exactly the same as I do when I pray over a candle. It's trying to ask for or direct spiritual forces to cause change in the world around you. That's magic. It can't be described any other way. It's magic. And I feel that it is, at least in a very moral gray area, to use magic on someone, especially to use magic to try to change somebody's mind without asking their permission. Now, there's a whole other topic, whatever or not, it's always wrong to use magic on somebody without asking. And I must say that if one of my friends are ill, for example, and either they are not believing in such things, so it just would be awkward to ask, or in other ways difficult to get that permission, I'll do a healing ritual for them. Unless I know it is something they would not want me to do. And I mean, we can have a discussion about the morality about that. Some feel that you should always get permission before you do any kind of magic on somebody, while others feel that as long as the magic is well-meaning and not in a way of mind control, all is well. However, to me, praying to have somebody converted to another religion is stepping dangerously close to mind control and stepping dangerously close to what I would call black magic. Now, I don't like to color code magic like that, but you all get my point. Now, like I said, there's nothing negative in this. It's all done with the best of intentions. From their point of view, some their friends' soul is in danger, and they have to somehow save them. And even those that don't have that hell idea they feel that, but I really, really enjoy my religion. It really enriches my life. I want my friend to have this as well. So I don't think that such spiritual act carries with it the negative energy that usually comes with a curse. Because then you are spewing out negativity. This is done from a place of goodness. It's done with the best of intentions, but again, like the saying says, the path to hell is usually paved with good intentions. I also think that whatever or not this is negative also has very much to do with how the prayer is worded. If they pray that I or anybody else, for that matter, meet that their divine um, patrons, the gods they believe in, show themselves to uh, to their friends, then that's all fine and good. It's like praying somebody gets enlightenment. I mean, for me, I feel that. I have had encounters with the Christian God, um, and it's one of the reasons why I have some Christian elements in my pagan practice. However, it is not likely to make me Christian because I don't. It's not that I don't believe that the Christian God exists. I actually do. And I also believe in Jesus. Though I don't know if I believe the Bible stories. I do believe this man existed that did a lot of good and was a great spiritual leader. Whatever or not he then was the son of God and was a demigod, that we can discuss, but I do believe this man existed. However, I do not believe in organized religion, nor do I believe in a book. Basically, there's a lot of good things in the Bible, there's a lot of wisdom there. However, I don't believe a book to be the ultimate truth. And even less do I believe that when I know this history of the Bible. So it is not likely to convert me, though I welcome learning from new spiritual sources, so by all means. However, if the prayer is worded like uh, a wish that I'll see the light and convert, that is more in the lines of mind control. So, how should you deal with it when your Christian friends tell you they are praying for you to become Christian? I'm not talking about all sort of praise. If a Christian prays for you to regain health if you're ill, that you can see as any other type of healing ritual, but specifically when somebody says they're praying for you to convert, what should you do? Well, if it feels right and you feel that you will get anyway, you can always talk to them. If it bothers you, then you can ask them not to. Very often this won't lead many places, though, as then they will be convinced that the reason you ask them not to is that the devil has hardened your heart against God. They'll just pray even more. So I would say that the best way to deal with it is doing protections. Like with any other spiritual work, you will encounter both people and entities that will try to influence you or even have directly negative ideas for you. And the best thing you can do to protect yourself is to do regular spiritual protections, like, for example, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, or any other protective ritual that you feel works for you. Another thing that you can do is a sort of counter prayer, if you will. And I would shape a ritual, something like saying, uh, like lighting a candle and saying, I thank all my friends and all I don't know who sent their best wishes towards me in their hopes that I will join their religion. I also thank any spiritual entities they have contacted with these requests. However, I walk my own path, and just as I respect their path to enlightenment, I ask these entities to respect mine. Perhaps leaving a little offering to the entities that might be contacted by this. By this way, you acknowledge that their intentions are positive. They're not out to hurt you, they're out to do the best thing they can for you, to convert them to the religion that means so much for them. But this is a way to confirm your belief, while at the same time acknowledging that they meant no harm. Also, like always, when you're contacting with people who have spiritual beliefs, who are other occultists, people with other religions, and so on and so forth, I do recommend cleansings now and then because things can get pretty dramatic on the big interwebs and also in real life at times. And you never know when somebody sends you some negativity towards you. So cleansing and protection is always important. And while these forms of trying to affect you are well meant, it is still a form of mind control sent toward you, or a form of trying to influence your spirituality that you might not want. And the best way to do with that is to cleanse it. So, for example, first of all, um, if you end up in a lot of these discussions online, like I often do, cleansing your computer at times is a good idea. That whatever or not you have contacted Christians who are praying for you to become Christians, or if it's occultists that might send negativity towards you, or people are not occultists that just do it by being so angry at you. So cleansing your computer at times is a good idea. Generally cleansing yourself and your home is also a good idea. And like I said, protection. I do urge anybody who is interested in the occult to learn the lesser damaging ritual of the pentagram. Because it's a relatively simple ritual to learn, and it do protect yourself very well, and it also raises your spiritual vibrations. Now, of course, some have a problem with the Christian hint to um, that ritual, because you do call on the names of God. But there's a lot of spells and rituals you can make yourself, or find online, or in various spell books that are protections. The most important thing is though to do these regularly to help keep your energy, your soul, and your being relatively balanced and clean, um, against all the various forms of influences that are likely um, to come your way, good and bad. So, as a final word on this, I would say that there's no point in be angry at these Christians, because, like I have said, they only want what's best for you. They are trying to be kind. However, that doesn't mean you have to let that influence into your life. So, generally speaking, I would thank them for their help, but at the same time say that you are not interested in converting, and also say the same thing spiritually in a ritual, for example, that you have found your path, and while you welcome learning from other paths, you are not interested in being converted into Christianity. This also saves the deities they are contacting from wasting their time. So yeah, I hope this video has been useful. Have a great day, and blessed be.